Good evening and welcome to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague live from the DreamHack Monster Energy studios. And we're here, of course, for already the third day of league play. We have 2 series for you tonight. Let's take a look at which teams we're going to see. In our first series, we have Alliance, and they're going to be taking on Team Empire. And actually, we're going to see Alliance 2 times in a row. Team Empire so far unbeaten. Let's see if Empire is going to keep that up or if Alliance can make a dent in their record. Alliance will take on Na'Vi afterwards. And Na'Vi, of course, we saw them play 2 series yesterday where they lost a series against Empire and they won a series against basically Unknown. So they also have got 2 wins on board so far. And of course, with me in the studio as well, we have our casters as well as my co-host Shane, Andy, Owen. How are you doing today?
Really good. Got a new telephone, and when Shiva had like 4,000 viewers or something like that, Owen and me kept on spamming the phone number in, and we got loads of phone calls from like a guy from Portugal, dude from Denmark.
Hey, the guy from Portugal subscribed to me.
Yeah, pretty much worth.
Gothram, I think.
Was that his name?
I think so.
Shout out to Gothram. What a lad.
What a lad.
I think it was a great idea. I mean, I don't think...
spamming your phone number
it's not the wisest thing to do, especially with Twitch chat, and especially seeing as most of the viewers had come from Admiral Bulldog's stream. So I don't think they're the viewers that I want to have hold of my phone number.
They were quite nice.
They were surprisingly nice. I think
there was one dude that kept on sending me topless photos of men.
Which was fantastic.
But it wasn't himself, or was it?
Well, it could have been.
But were they different guys? Were they the same guys?
Maybe, I don't know.
It could have been him.
Yeah, it could have been him. He could have just changed, you know, tanned a lot.
Okay, so we're with different people. Andy, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm ready for some Dota. You know, we're into league play now, so we're gonna get to see some of the cream of the cream, I guess.
Yeah.
Cream of the crop. Yeah, that one.
The cream of the cream.
Well, I wanted to say creme de la creme, but then I was like, wait, no, I don't want to say that. I'll say the other one, and then I just mushed the words together, and
That's a Lumi thing to do.
Like
it is a very Lumi thing to do. Yeah, I miss him.
This is the same thing that happened yesterday.
Now it just makes me sad. Why do you always do that to me?
You did it to yourself today, Andy. That's all I'm saying.
Whatever.
Owen, okay too, apart from taking phone calls from strangers?
Yeah, no, it's been, we had a good night last night, didn't we? What did we do? Oh, we were here. Yeah, it was a good night. Well, it was a good night because we were casting and the games were...
What did we do?
What did we do? The games were really good last night. And I'm hoping for more of that. Obviously, we're seeing Empire again, and Empire certainly up the ante yesterday. So, obviously, the first match, Empire versus the side of Alliance. It should be interesting. It will be impressive if Alliance are able to take a game, but obviously Alliance with Bulldog now, they're looking to prove something. Yeah. So if they're going to ever try their hardest, it will be today against Empire.
I'm so excited to see them play, to be honest. It's kind of like TI again, you know, back way when TI 3.
You mean it's like the El Clasico?
Yeah, it's like building up the hype again.
Oh, like that. Yeah.
I don't know. I think they can.
Shane?
Yes?
Why didn't you do Owen's hair today?
He didn't let me.
I didn't let him.
Yeah.
I saw all the positive Twitch chat comments, as you said.
All
these lovely words about my hair.
You guys were so nice.
I don't know how I could resist you not doing it again. But
you just look so plain.
I look normal.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't look like I've had some bold Irish guy run his fingers through my hair.
Oh, come on. The Wolverine was actually really good.
Well, the thing.
No, I said the Wolverine.
No, yeah, but it was the thing.
Did
you not see? No.
What?
No, Twitch said there was a little, it's an in-control emoticon when you put the thing in, and it's this guy with hair that's split, like Wolverine.
It did look fairly similar.
It did look very similar. Yeah. If anything, it was more of that
so you're saying that Wolverine got his hair from In Control?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That's a good accomplishment from In Control, to be honest.
It is, yeah.
You should try to earn real money from that, somehow.
Real money.
I had to say it.
Yeah, you did.
Yesterday, of course, as I said, we had 2 series, and they were indeed very good. We had very action-packed games, so we were able to shorten it up a bit and make a recap for you of yesterday's games.
Basically, I know they're going to go for ROG.
No, I won't go Rapier Brood. That's terrible. It's like a really bad Rapier carrier.
Oh, Nico, he walks up to the high ground, but the Scythe there, he gets blown up straight away. That's your Aegis down. I mean, the side of basically Unknown, they're going to try and do as much as they can, but the Aegis Arise getting very low. The Netherwall doing so much damage. Arise will fall here. Nico trying to fight up with the BKB. Shashlo 1v1ing Havors, but Havors with the Hoostomp, with the final slap, brings down the Spiders. A Mystic Flare on top of the Quad. Quad does go down. He heads up to the high ground, but he gets glimpsed back. He's going to get caught in the party ring. He goes down as well to a decrepit Hoostomp. Triple kill for Havors to dispel the smoke. And Lohar does with the telekinesis cooldown and magic missile straight away onto the cow, but he's still alive. He will go down. He'll be the first fatality of this fight. Art style falls as well. It's a double kill for Silent. Now Seneko, he is on the retreat. They're trying to chase him down with the swap there from Always Wanna Fly, keeping him in place. Resolution and Silent, they're going for a force. They won't be able to quite find him as he turns around like, but he does fall, and Seneko trapped up in the trees will be able to get a storm hammer out onto Rubik. Wave of terror from the bench, but oh, he's still alive. Aloha does as Dendy tries to come in. Resolution, there's the Dragon Tail. Aloha does. What a player. He gets himself out. Na'Vi, they're all dead in Empire. They lose nobody.
Then it's 12 seconds for Denny not to come in again.
Oh, this is Resolution just cleaning up here. Silent, we'll take a look at it. There's a nice up. But the stone holding her force in place. Static Storm onto Dendy and her force. Dendy falls, her force will follow. It's a triple kill for Resolution. GG.
And with yesterday's games out of the way, we have had 4 series played right now in League Play. And we've taken a look at the standings and see what they look like right now. As we have 8 teams in League Play. The bottom 2 will not be going to DreamHack Summer, which is what these teams are fighting for. Obviously, there's also still an incentive for getting number 1 or number 2, which is looking very good for Team Empire right now, as they have not dropped a single game yet and already played 3 series, and they're going to play their 4th today.
Yeah, they seem pretty unstoppable, actually. Yeah. They played so well on all their series.
And Alliance hasn't played any series just yet, so we're going to see where they end up after today. If they're going to drop down, if they're going to go up, because right now, if they would lose 2 series, they would go under Vega Squadron and basically unknown. Yeah.
So I was talking to Arise, and you saw in one of the clips, they were playing against Centaur.
Yeah.
And basically he messaged me last night and was like, we don't know what happened in the game. And they didn't actually realize that the Centaur ulti had the damage reduction. So
when they went on Dendy in the base and he was Pugna, they did no damage to him, and they were like, wait,
is the game broken?
Why didn't he die?
Yeah, exactly. He was like...
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But
tough. That's also like lack of research as well. You have to also, like, if you're going to be a pro team, you got to make sure you know what everything does.
You got to be on top of the game. Like.
Yeah.
I was able to save someone with Centaur ult and Glimmer Cape today. It felt so good with the Aghanims, obviously, as well. It felt really good.
So you're a disgusting Centaur picker? Is that what you are?
Okay,
Today I was.
30 minutes before we leave, she was like, do we have time for another game?
No, it wasn't 30 minutes. The game lasted over 60 minutes. It was a full hour before we had to leave.
And then she's panicking. She's like, I need to do my hair. I need to do my hair. Please, someone take over. Please, someone take over. And we didn't. And well, Owen did for a bit, actually.
I did at the end. And
how'd that go?
It was pretty good. I felt like a pro. You know, I was playing at another level that I wasn't used to in terms of MMR. I was doing all kind of the flashy stuff.
So you landed your abilities.
Like the professional, you know, I had a Glimmer Cape, you know, I dropped my AC before I used the Glimmer Cape, you know, because that's what the pros do, you know, they drop something before they use the active component.
So you get less armor than more armor.
Exactly.
Mind games.
The team didn't know what I was doing, and neither did I, and we lost at the end.
I like how you play it up really big. It's like, I was playing so well, and then we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, it was quite a difficult game to win, so it wasn't all up on Owen. Our Meepo was not really great. Maybe he was.
Don't flame the Meepo.
Well, come on. The Meepo's doing pretty damn well.
You played Meepo earlier, and that was...
His name had at least 4 Cyrillic characters in, so I'm going to respect the lad, you know. He knew what he was doing on the Meepo.
Unlike you earlier.
I was doing fine.
Oh, Meepo. I was doing fantastic.
Playing with Owen and his mates from England, oh my God, they're heavy. Like they're like every lane.
They're
has
loud as well.
No, it's fun. Like, but like oh God, every lane had like how many deaths? You died like 7 or 8 times.
Like I randomed the line, okay, and I said it's all right. I'll go line carry.
Yeah.
We did go. I think I went north for 13 in the lane.
Yeah.
But I was just
Holy. No.
It was a hard lane.
Owen's like to his mates, don't worry, lads, don't worry. Shane will carry us. And I'm like, you know, I'm not a god. Like, there's only so much I can do.
13. And laning stage. Laning stage is like what? Maybe 10 minutes?
I can't even remember what they had, but it was. I think it was like a Rubik
Beastmaster.
Rubik Beastmaster lane. That was some scary stuff.
And you died that many times.
Well, I mean, we were only we were like.
We're not going there.
It was.
We
won in the end.
What hero were you playing?
How did you win?
I was playing line.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you win on?
That actually makes even less sense. But
what hero were you playing, Shane?
Vulgar.
How did you win, Shane?
Of course he was playing.
I won.
Were you level 25 with the Aghanims?
I was.
Ah.
Did you spam Deafening Blast off cooldown and yell Hadouken?
I did.
Good. I'm glad that's not the only game that happened.
And I also had a refresher and did it again.
Okay. Good.
And then nobody could attack and you won the game? At least they won a game.
Honestly, the Owens mates played really well as well. They just had a rough start.
We did.
Okay, well, fair enough. Today's games, though, we're going to see Alliance play twice. Now, we haven't seen Alliance play yet. We did see, of course, Empire and Na'Vi both yesterday. So I'm kind of curious, what do you expect to see here today in the games?
I don't know.
Or from Alliance in this case.
I'm not really sure what to expect from Alliance because yesterday they apparently played some games and I didn't get a chance to watch them because we were working.
You were here.
So we couldn't actually physically watch them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious to see how well they do with Bulldog now, and they're going to be playing up against Empire, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, Empire look really good. It's just really hard for me to imagine them losing. But I guess if any team can do it, it's going to be Alliance.
Is it first ban Nature's Prophet Lone Druid again? Is that the?
I think I saw, like, I didn't see the matches either.
Okay.
I saw a Reddit thread, and the Reddit thread said, "Oh, we're up against the line. We can let Nature's Prophet go through because we have a tactic prepared to that. Lose against Nature's Prophet, ban it out every next game." So apparently, Nature's Prophet and Lone Druid, from what I've seen, it's either banned or you lose.
I don't know. I think it's been in the pool for a very long time. Like, obviously, there's been a patch or two where the hero hasn't been picked, but people understand what it does.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of teams can probably prepare for it. Although then again, you're saying like Bulldog is probably the best Nature's Prophet player in the world, so maybe it still warrants a ban. I'm not sure about Lone Druid though. I don't know if you ban that hero.
It's it takes long for him to get online, and I'm not sure if this patch actually allows for him to take that time to.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
With Nature's Prophet, you can like roam around the map a lot easier. You can just TP to a lane and like.
You can actually help win your lanes, as opposed to Lone Druid, who pretty much just sits in his lane.
He's kind of static, like he doesn't really do anything.
So no Lone Druid ban.
It depends. I mean, everything can work, right? Like, it just depends on the draft. Like, we saw Undying be really amazing and then really crap, depending on the game.
True.
So it just depends on if the team understands, like, when to pick it, how to deal with the hero, like, what kind of style you want to play. There's just, like, too many variables to just straight up say, yeah, the team will either pick this or they won't. It's just
if Alliance, like, draft to force the opponents into, like, a 3v or a tri lane, well, then you can just secure the 1v1 lane for Bulldog, and he can play really well with that. Like, I think Lone Druid beats pretty much most heroes 1v1.
Yeah. Almost everything.
Yeah. I used to like playing Lone Druid mid a lot as well.
Yeah.
Good work as well against the Viper. Which heroes are you looking forward to seeing today, Owen?
Well, I think on the topic of actually Shane saying about the way that Alliance want to play, I think it's going to really suit how Empire are going to want to pick. If they get their hands on the Aloha Dance and Dying and the Silent Gyrocopter, it's going to be a very, very nasty game for Alliance, especially if they do, as you say, go for something like a Lone Druid for Bulldog. They look to try and get the 1v1 lane. That's going to mean your tri-lane is going to be up a tri-lane potentially with a Jaren and Undying in, and that tri-lane from Empire is going to destroy whatever Alliance put against it. So I think they've got to think about banning the Undying.
But didn't we talk about
Lone Druid against Undying is actually a tombstone killer.
Yes, I mean, but obviously not in the laning stage. In the laning
yeah.
stage, because obviously they won't want to put the well, they'll try and put the aggressive tri-lane Empire against the tri-lane of Alliance. So unless they want to do some kind of musical lanes, I feel like you've really got to think about if you want to let Empire get that Aloha Dance and Dying through.
Yeah, it's true. If they do an offensive tri-lane and they send Lone Druid down solo safe lane, I think. I think Lone Druid does all right versus that tri-lane.
Even in the early game?
I think it's way too early to speculate, even if we're going to see Undying or not. That's what I think. Because both teams, like Empire showed that they understand how Undying works completely. So not even just them playing it themselves, but also playing against it.
They can deal with it.
So it does. It's like trying to fortune tell right now what they're going to do. We actually have no idea.
Well, yesterday we saw a couple of new heroes pop up. We had Pugna, we had Lishrak, which is not really new, but we saw him safe lane together with Sven, which on lane actually didn't go too bad, but later on he kind of felt fell off a
usually
little bit.
When we talk about like on lane, it didn't go too bad, but he left his lane at like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a short laning
It's
stage.
like, all right, I'm bored. Let's go fight. So
basically. But are we going to see any fresh faces? I mean, Beastmaster, Undying, Gyrocopter, you know, we've seen those.
The Winter Wyvern guy, I think he could be...
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the hero is obviously strong, but I think the inherent weakness is like very level dependent. Yeah. If you're going to see like these aggro tri-lanes and stuff from either team, Winter Wyvern is like pretty mediocre. Like, yeah, sure, you can harass a bit, but you can't really like fully commit to a kill that easily, I think, unless you get a rotation. So maybe not the best laner. If it was like the 2-1-2s that people were doing back in 6.83, like right before the patch rolled in, then I would say maybe there was a higher probability of seeing that hero. But I don't think it's that great in a tri-lane.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have Na'Vi, of course, play later on today as well. They might be slightly tired from a best of 3. Don't think so, though, because after all...
Oh, I doubt it.
Everybody always says, we're Dota players, play all day long. Anyways, they're going to come off of a different best of 3. They are not going to have the opportunity to actively watch Empire versus Alliance, which might be the thing that is actually maybe slightly a downside.
Yeah, but all they do really is if they can't actually watch the game, they just look at the picks.
Yeah.
And then they're like, ah, okay, this is what they played. And then they just go into the next game having some kind of expectation of heroes. And that helps a lot, even if you can't watch the replay itself.
What do you think is going to be most important for Alliance, or rather for Na'Vi as well as Empire, to deal with Alliance? Like, what are they going to have to focus most on? Is it
I think if
shutting
Empire
Lota
get
down?
the Resolution Dragon Knight, like in the games we saw yesterday, he played amazingly on that hero, and they kind of he's just their frontline tank, and they basically revolve their strategy around him quite a lot.
I mean, it is pretty important to, like, Empire in this patch, I feel like they got not necessarily buffed as a team, but it's certainly a kind of style that's within their comfort zone to do their death volley push, because that's what they love to do even before like 6.83 came out, or like any of the changes to rubber banding at all were implemented. They loved that style.
Yeah.
So I think that like this guy right here, especially like Resolution, he's obviously one of the stars of the team. Him and Aloha Dance have been playing like on another level completely from any other team that we've seen here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague. So yeah, I think their picks are important, like to get Resolution a hero that he can play. But the guy can play a lot of stuff.
He really can.
So even if he doesn't get DK, it's like he's still got Magnus, he's still got a bunch of other heroes in his arsenal, Invoker as well. Yeah. So I don't know if it's like ban the DK or like get the DK.
Wasn't it Dragonite had the highest win rate, or Visage actually? Like Dragonite has like a 12 wins, 20 games ish.
I saw the tweet this morning from Haas tweeted, of course, some stats about the patch so far, and I think I can't remember properly.
But Visage is the highest win rate on this patch, basically. Yeah. With over 10 competitive games, so
higher than Undying, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So is Visage the hero? Like it seems to be that in every game it basically wins.
But I never feel like the Visage is the reason why they're winning the game, if that makes sense. Okay. Like sure, the hero is strong, but in a laning phase, you kind of need other damage, and you need to kind of tri-lane almost to be able to get the most out of that hero in the early game. But then you also want to get 6. So yesterday, I don't remember who was actually playing the Visage, but they put him in solo lanes after the laning phase.
Yeah,
it was Seneko, yeah. And he kept like dying like 3 or 4 times in a row just to try to get level 6, right? And it's not like that to me didn't seem super impactful. Sure, it wasn't a great game, but I haven't seen a game where I was like, ah, yeah, Visage, he's owning, you know. Like, I've never felt that way.
What about Always Wanna Fly against, I think it was the first time they played?
Yeah.
He had like Aghanims, the new medallion Solar Crest, and he was destroying people.
Yeah, but I think they were winning that game anyway. Like
they were
winning quite a lot.
It also gives you the early Roshan with the medallion, that kind of stuff, like Visage's like, with the physical damage.
I'm not saying the hero's not good, don't get me wrong. Okay. Like it definitely is strong, but I don't know if it's like game-breaking OP or anything like that. I think the familiar buff was obviously good, like taking 4 hits to kill in the late game. That helps tremendously because they used to just get 1 shot, right? And the cooldown's what, like over 2 minutes just to resummon them. So yeah, the hero got some love, but I don't know if it's like wow. Some people were first banning it though yesterday.
Yes, they were.
Maybe they do think it's that good.
Jen's still first ban as well, and one hero actually that we haven't seen in a long time, or at least I haven't, Shadow Fiend. What happened? He didn't get nerfed.
He was played at Battlegrounds yesterday.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. He was.
He was put against Summers with, I think it was Team Malaysia who was playing it, because I watched it like really late yesterday because it was the only thing that was on. Wait.
Against
Team Malaysia lost that game.
Against Team Secret.
I don't know if
it wasn't Secret. It was Summers Rift.
Oh, then they won that game.
Yeah, they won that game.
Team Malaysia actually did this really cool dual lane. It was AA, Quap, safe lane, and it was like, I don't know, it's just, that lane
That's an insanely strong lane.
It just seems so powerful. Like, why don't we see any of that lane from anyone else? Is it just a...
I think AA is the main reason you don't see it. Okay. Because like if you were going to pick a dual lane, like the most often things you do is you pick like a really strong laner like Queen, and then you get like Undying or a Spirit Breaker or something that has like a lot of damage absorbing potential, so you can like fully commit to a kill. Whereas that lane to me seems more like they want a deep push. They wanted to be able to stop like any kind of 5-man, like walking into towers, because that's what AA is great at. Yeah. And then you have Queen, so it's like super mega burst, and you can just blow people up. So, and in the lane too, like with Chilling Touch and Dagger spam, you can't really ever trade with that lane. Like you have to all in and go for kills. And the only person you can kill on that lane is AA. You can never go Queen unless she aggressively blinks. So it's a tough one for sure to beat.
Well, Alliance is going to play 4 games today. Owen, what do you think is going to happen? How are they going to do?
I think the first up is Alliance versus now. Empire first, isn't it, of course. And I think that's definitely going to be the harder game for Alliance. I think there's no doubt about that. Seeing the performance that we've seen from Empire so far, I don't think we can discredit the skill from the team at all. So I think if any series is going to go 2-0 to one side, that is going to be Empire taking that one. And then with the second one, Alliance versus Na'Vi. Na'Vi yesterday, well, a lot of fun. a little bit hit and miss. Obviously looked pretty good against basically unknown, but they still had a few mistakes in the early game.
They almost lost the game.
Exactly. So I don't know. Again, I feel that's going to be the easier matchup for Alliance. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Na'Vi take a game against Alliance. So I feel like for Na'Vi against Alliance is going to be how Alliance are going to feel going against Empire in the first series.
So what are you saying?
So I'm saying the first series could be a 1-1. And I'm saying the second series could be a 1-1, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's Empire 2-0 and Alliance 2-0.
Okay. It's going to be Empire 2-0 first series.
Yes.
Because I doubted them before.
Okay.
You will never doubt them again. Okay.
Right.
And then the second series will be 2-0 Na'Vi.
2-0 Na'Vi, so Alliance is not going to take any games today.
That's my guess.
Okay, wow.
I think Na'Vi are going to wake up from yesterday, because there were some glimpses of hope, right?
Yeah.
And I also think that Empire actually outdrafted them in one of the games. So...
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, in the second game, I feel like they were outdrafted, but I believe in them today.
So no game, you don't believe in Alliance at all?
I'm just being like super polarizing, right? Like
okay,
I'm just
fair enough, because he's not doing that.
Because he's just sitting on the fence, so I gotta just go YOLO, right?
1-1, maybe they win 2 games, who knows?
Well, my predictions were bang on yesterday, I'd like to point out. I did predict
when you
Empire
predict
would
like
take
that,
everything.
you predict everything.
Well, no, I'm gonna say 1-1 for both. 1-1 for both.
Okay.
1-1 for both.
No,
What a
good.
politician you are, Owen. You gotta make some enemies.
I'd rather not make enemies with Empire, Na'Vi, or Alliance.
All right, fine.
They're
Fair enough.
pretty big teams.
It's a fair call.
Got some scary people on.
Well, it is time to get you two off the couch and get ready for casting, and it is time for us to welcome our weekly guest. Yeah, with us in the studio right now, it's not actually our weekly guest because we cut the week in half. It is our duo weekly guest. I don't know how you say that, but Nico, welcome on the couch.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. It's nice to be here.
You're welcome. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, or where you came from, what you've done in Dota?
Well, most recently I was on Alliance, and yeah, not anymore.
Okay.
Can you tell us something? I mean, obviously, most people will know how that went because I think there was a public statement from Loda about that. Can you tell us something about that from your point of view?
Well, it was mostly communication issues. I wasn't really that surprised when Loda told me after Starladder. And yeah.
Okay, so what do you do now? What are you up to?
I'm mostly playing FACEIT Pro League games. Pretty much waiting after TI to try to get a new team.
How do you find the FACEIT Pro League? Like, is it good for, meeting pro players and, maybe getting connections for after TI, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, definitely. It's really good games most of the times. And yeah, it's pretty even games too.
Cool.
Yeah, how have you been enjoying the patch so far?
I haven't been enjoying it. I have lost a lot of games this patch.
Well, okay, what heroes do you pick? Still troll, still snipe?
No, but I often pick in FPL games, and I have no idea how to pick in this patch, at least yet.
Okay.
Have you been watching any pro games? Like, have you?
Yeah.
So a lot of teams are like favoring the Beastmaster, the Undying, Visage, the Gyrocopter, them kind of heroes. And how do you feel about them? Like, do you feel there's any that are like the strongest in what you've seen?
Yeah, I like Gyro a lot. Like, that was one of my favorites when I started playing Dota. Yes, pubs then.
Yeah.
But it's a fun hero, and they buffed the rocket a long time ago too.
Yeah, it does so much damage.
Like, no one has even realized how much damage it deals when it's maxed.
So what's your favorite change of the patch overall?
Sniper and troll nerfs.
No hesitation,
No.
straight up. Okay, what's the favorite change in terms of heroes that we're seeing more? Maybe like a positive change for a hero.
Maybe a new item as well.
New item.
The Octarine core, I like that.
Yeah. Which hero do you build it on most?
Leshrac mostly.
Yeah.
I like it on ASUS also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you prefer for the life leech rather than the cooldown reduction, or is it for both?
Both are really strong.
Do you okay? So when you play the Shrek, do you not feel like when you have the Octarine core, because of the attack animation or the spell animation, it's very difficult to actually move on the hero because you have to cast so many spells. Like, does that because you have to get in close with your ulti, and when you're constantly using lightning and stun, you're always stopping. And do you never notice that?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough.
Just get Facebook.
No, I just played Leshak earlier with Owen and I had a terrible game. So I was just trying to like justify that loss by something. It didn't go great.
I don't think that's possible.
I tried.
No, so our first series is going to be Alliance versus Empire. What are your thoughts? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, I think it's going to be 1-1.
Okay.
Give us the insider scoop, Matt. Come on.
What are they going to pick? What are they going to draft?
Well, I would guess Fuden or Scylla if they're not banned.
If they're not banned, they're going to pick them regardless.
Yeah, apart from one.
Apart from Bulldog, which other heroes that got buffed do you think favour Alliance? Like, say, for example, Loda or Pycat's heroes?
Centaur for Loda.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Pycat is going to play this patch overall.
Going to be surprised.
You're going to see Aki Chen?
Yeah, very, very possibly.
And actually, we've seen a lot of Chen bans, and I think Empire generally bans Io and Chen, so it's like a combo deal. But if you can't ban Io or Chen because you have to ban Lone Druid and Nature's Prophet, then you're going to be into the Chen waters again. Is that a hero winning or a game winning hero right now?
Chen?
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it is, especially when Aka plays it. It's really good Chen. And as long as they snowball a game, pretty much, it's gonna be very easy with Chen.
So Aki, say when he plays Chen, does he concentrate on getting, does he concentrate on ganking for a certain person? Like, would he gank more for, say, mid lane, or did he concentrate on Loda and getting him the kills? Like, how does it work in the team, or is it just game dependent?
It depends on the heroes.
Okay.
I know when we played Chen, while I was on the team, we like to go take over their jungle when he's like level 3 or something. Both supports move there, and then you take over the off lane while you have also secured easy lane.
Okay, yeah. So you like when you try and get the early towers in their safe lane, basically. Is that the plan?
Yeah, pretty much.
In all of the games we had yesterday, we had 4 Na'Vi games yesterday, and Na'Vi favored Dire all of the games. They were Dire every single game. Do you feel like Alliance might favor Dire or Radiant more in this patch?
Yeah, I think they favor Radiant because it's easier mid lane and they like to focus on Pycat.
Okay, that makes sense. Why would you think that Na'Vi favored Dire in all the games?
I have no idea.
Is it just because of Roshan, maybe?
Maybe.
Is it though? Cause
I don't think it's that big of a difference.
I think the mid lane is the biggest difference.
Yeah.
The small camp close by. Like, I was surprised to see Na'Vi playing Dire every single game. I mean, maybe it's something...
Just preference.
I don't know. The off lane on the Dire side is also more dangerous.
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because you can use the juke spots to get behind the tower and stuff.
Yeah.
And that high ground ward, I think that Dire the Dire bottom tower.
The one that's between the Roche and the tower.
Yeah, that is like the most powerful ward in the game, in my opinion.
You can get it in during nighttime.
Yeah.
Well, most teams should expect that ward, depending how they play.
Yeah, this is true. Actually, with the ward change, this is something that I realized today. So normally, as a support, you see like, oh my god, Witch Doctor is carrying around 2 wards, and now or only 1. So I know he placed one there. But now you can't, because you can buy 1 ward.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. And you could do kind of cool stuff where you buy 2 wards. Can you separate them?
Yeah, you can give them per one to a person.
I don't play support ever, obviously.
Yeah.
And basically, you just drop a ward, then walk down, and then they'll think you'll place one, then walk back up and pick it up again. You can do stuff like that, can't you?
Yeah, but you can also just only buy 1 ward and give the other to your offlane, and then, and at some point, at like halfway through the game, when people are expecting if you are going to walk out with wards, you're going to walk out with 2. You can just walk out with 1 ward. And people will expect you to have placed it, and they're going to look for it. That's what I did. But
did you feel great after you did it? Look, I'm a fucking genius.
No, because I was the one looking at other people. I was thinking, oh my god, there's a ward somewhere. Because I had a challenge to get 3 wards destroyed on my enemy team. So I needed to de-ward everything. And I only found 1. Now, in the end, one of my teammates, I was support, but one of my teammates bought me a gem because he knew of my challenge. And he bought me a gem so I could stop placing sentry wards all over the place. Still no wards with gem, though. And then at some point, the enemy team heard of my challenge as well because I told them.
The joys of being Shiva in a pub game.
And they just placed words!
Team gives you everything.
Kill them and get my challenge.
Have you done any of these challenge things in the compendium?
I have finished all 3.
Oh.
Already? Or is it the second round as well? Because the second round came out today.
Oh yeah, I haven't finished that one.
Okay, I got the first one done. The other one said, apparently if you deny a tower, like you have a tower deny challenge, you don't have to deny it yourself. Other people can deny it too.
Yeah, same if you, like, you don't have to get the last hit in Roshan as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that challenge yet.
Okay.
So, oh, sorry, that's completely derailing. But the challenges are kind of fun. But yes, it is time for the box. And I'm going to let Shane unpack it. This box contains a GeForce GTX 980, which is a gaming graphics card. You can win it. And that's why I mentioned everything like that. You can win it if you go to facebook.com/ROG Nordic and you vote for your MVP of this week's League play. And even though Nico didn't see yesterday's games, or perhaps he did from home, he is the one to choose the MVP tomorrow.
No pressure.
No pressure. You could, if you want, collaborate with Ape Mother, who, of course, was here yesterday and the day before.
Wow. Do you want to help me hand model it? So basically just move your hands in, yeah, like this kind of fashion. Nice. This is... Wow.
Wow. Camera, please. Oh, the camera is moving around. Yeah. But you
Beautiful.
can win it. And you have to, of course, also put in a motivation of why you choose for the MVP you chose. So make sure you do that. Facebook.com/ROG Nordic. So that's that. I know that you expect it to be 1-1. Shane, what do you expect it to be?
I think you'd be kind of mad not to bet on Empire after how they've been playing in the DreamLeague so far. Like, just based off that alone.
You're thinking 2-0 then?
Yeah, I think 2-0 to Empire. Even, like, I haven't had a chance really to watch the Alliance games yesterday, so I haven't seen too much from them with their new roster. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Empire 2-0. Also, I just want to.
Do you feel like?
I feel like if you commit to a team, you can't say 1-1. Like that's you have to just.
Are you calling Nico out?
Maybe. Like, isn't it just okay? So if you have to pick a team to win the games, you have to go all in on them. Do you not think that's a thing? No.
No.
Like
No.
Okay, so you think the teams are so evenly balanced?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this can go either way.
Okay.
That's good. I
Yeah.
mean, we want those kind of games. So basically, we want people to think that it's going to be 1-1.
All right, so
Right?
it's going to be 2-0 to Empire.
Okay, great. Mr. Optimistic right there. Now we are slightly behind schedule because we are waiting for the game to start, which it is almost gonna, I hope. But just a heads up that we are slightly delayed. And that gives me time to put in my prediction. I think it's going to be 1-1. Now, actually, I was thinking at first 2-0 for Empire. And then I thought, well, if a Lion gets their hands on a Lone Druid or a Nature's Prophet, Nature's Prophet more so than Lone Druid, though, I have to say that, then it's probably going to be 1-1. But I felt like I can't say that as a prediction because that's just pulling an Owen saying it could go anyway. Like, that's not great. So,
right.
I'm going 1-1.
Right.
Assuming
Say I had to try and convince you that Alliance are going to win 2-0. What heroes would you like say they need? You know what I mean? What would be their best draft? Like, if you had to put each...
The whole set.
The whole draft.
No pressure.
Yeah,
No,
that's
as
super
in, like,
hard.
No,
their
which core heroes?
Which are their best heroes?
Like if I could say, Alliance is going to get their hands on Nature's Prophet every single game.
I think they should go Centaur. And I don't know, it's hard to say.
Chen?
Maybe Shen for Ake. You said the core hero. So,
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
it's really hard to say. I kind of have to see the opponent stuff first.
Yeah, I know. It's
fair
kind of a
enough.
difficult question.
Yeah.
Put on the spot.
I'm sorry.
It is.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, you're on TeamSpeak with these guys all the time, and like, they obviously have favorite heroes. You know, like, Pycat's like, oh, pick me this guy. I love this guy. Does that not happen?
Troll.
But they both got nerfed.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Pycat tweeted out yesterday that he's still ho ho ha ha. So he's still a sniper picker.
Really?
They might
Yes.
actually pick it today.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Slasher, when he was here with us before, he loved Sniper for no reason.
Yeah, I love Sniper too.
Why?
Yeah, I love
But-
playing him.
Yeah, but he did deserve a nerf.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, do you like him because of just how annoying it is to play against? Like, because
Like, super fun to play.
yeah.
Like the range for one. Longest range in the game.
Fair enough. Just picking at people from a distance, yeah. True.
It's the ultimate harass. That is really true. However, we did start the game. So it is time for us to jump to our casters to get our first game on the way. It is Alliance taking on Empire and OD Pixel and